Welcome back to another Seattle Seahawks franchise. Today, the Seahawks, 11-0, will be going up against the Minnesota Vikings, who are 3-8. A shocker if you ask me, but today we will not be seeing Teddy Bridgewater, as he is injured and out for about 4 more weeks, so he's essentially done for the season. Shaun Hill will take his place. Mike Wallace and Jermaine Kearse are the two receivers going up against each other today. We'll see who has the better game. The Seahawks, coming into this one, winning several games, a big win last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers and CenturyLink Field. We come to TCF Bank Stadium looking to continue this win streak and try to make it 12 games in a row. Russell Wilson, 30 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 43 yards, and 67.6% completion percentage. Coming into this one, the Seahawks will wear the alternate gray uniforms. 2nd and 10 on their own 20. Wilson dropping back to pass with play action. First pass is going to be incomplete, and they would move to a 3rd and 10 on their own 20. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to roll out to his right. Doesn't see anybody. He's going to take it himself. He's going to try and get the first down. He will get the first down. He does not fumble it. Good job by Wilson using his legs to get him the first down. 2nd and 10. Seahawks on their own 33. Another play action. Wilson is going to be sacked. He's rushed again on the play action. Here comes Shaun Hill. Only the 2nd week that he is playing after the Teddy Bridgewater injury. 1st and 10 on the Seahawks 45. Play action. Shaun Hill drop back to pass. He's going to be sacked by KJ Wright. And KJ Wright would pick up his first tackle and sack of the day. A 2nd and 19 now. Shaun Hill, Vikings on their own 46. Throwing to the left. Rudolph is going to almost make the reception. Thomas gets in front of it. 3rd and 19. Hill changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Hill drops back to pass. He's throwing it, and it's going to be overthrown. It's going to be a 3-and-out. 3rd and 12. Seahawks on their own 18. Wilson play action, drop back to pass, throwing it, and it's going to be over the head of Doug Baldwin, but there would be pass interference on the defensive player, and the Seahawks will get a first down. A great turn of events for the Seattle Seahawks as they look to capitalize on this opportunity. 2nd and 7, Seahawks on their own 26, finding Jimmy Graham, and they will pick up 6 yards. A 2nd and 12, Seahawks on their own 35. 6:21 remains in the first quarter. Wilson doing the pump fake. Dropping back to pass. Throwing it up in the air to Chris Matthews. He could not make the reception. It's almost a catch, but it wasn't good enough. Seahawks will punt the ball away. 2 unsuccessful drives for them so far. And here comes Adrian Peterson. Getting off one block. Taking a weird kind of turn. If he goes right, it might be 6. 1st and 10 on the Seahawks 47 now. Wright is trying to sack the quarterback. He pre-timed his jump too early, but Shaun Hill would be sacked on the play. Shaun Hill handing off to Peterson. Peterson is going to be tackled by Bobby Wagner. 3rd and 15 on their own 47. Hill drop back to pass, throwing to the left, finding Kyle Rudolph. Rudolph will not pick up the first down, though. It's a 4th and 5. They're going to go for the punt, or the field goal. It's up, and it has plenty of leg, but it's wide left. And the Seahawks will get great field position to start their new drive on the 50-yard line. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Jermaine Kearse. And Jermaine Kearse will pick up the reception. It's a 2nd and 2 now on Minnesota's 42. Heading after Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch will take it to the 37 and pick up 5 yards. 3rd and 5 on Minnesota's 32. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going off his back foot, finding Tyler Lockett. It won't be good enough for a first down, and the Seahawks are going to go for it. A 4th and 2 heading after Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch will take it up the middle and pick up a first down. The Seahawks are driving. 2nd and 12 on Minnesota's 23. Throwing to Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is running to the left. He is going to try to get through one defender. He cannot, but he does get to Minnesota's 5. Kearse, the man in motion. 2nd and goal. Wilson dropped back to pass, throwing a high pass to Jimmy Graham, going up and getting it. The 6'7" beast Jimmy Graham will make the reception and pick up his first receiving touchdown of the day, and that is Russell Wilson's first passing touchdown of the day, and the first touchdown of this game. A bunch of firsts here in this one as the Seahawks will take a quick lead. Not really necessarily quick. It took to the 2nd quarter, at least the beginning of the 2nd quarter, to finally get a score on the board. It is 7-0. Here come the Minnesota Vikings, sending up to Adrian Peterson. He's going to be tacked by about Chancellor and Thomas on that one. Vikings on their own 21 now. Play action. Hill dropping back to pass, throwing it up in the air for the grabs to Johnson. And Johnson will make the reception. There would be a flag for defensive pass interference. They would decline, and they would move to the Seattle's 35. It's thrown to Johnson once again. Johnson is going to pick up the reception and take it to 16 yards and take it to the 19. They're now on the Seattle's 10, handing off to Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson getting tackled by Burley and Lane, and he's going to get off both of them and take it to the house for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson never giving up on that play and taking it the distance for the touchdown. A great run by Adrian Peterson as they get on the board. Now as they tie it up, the next possession that they had, they would easily just retaliate with a touchdown of their own after giving up one. Now the Seahawks coming out here, throwing to Jimmy Graham, taking it to the 40 and moving it all the way to the 37. A good reception by Jimmy Graham and taking it a far distance. Moving to Minnesota's 37 now, handing up to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch is taking it up the middle, and he will pick up 6 yards. A 2nd and 4 on Minnesota's 31. Wilson drops back the pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw a low pass to Chris Matthews, and Chris Matthews would make the reception, picking up 11. On Minnesota's 20, 7:21 remains in the second quarter. Throwing to Marshawn Lynch, and the blockers could not block on that one. And that would do it for the drive. They would only settle for 3. Minnesota Vikings now coming out on the next drive. 2nd and 5, handing up to Adrian Peterson once more. This time it does not pick up anything. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and 6 on their own 24. Sean Hill trying to get something going for his offense. He's dropped back to pass, throwing to his right, finding Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson is going to pick up 2. But be knocked out by Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 6, Wilson and the Seahawks on their own 40. Wilson's going to take it himself. He's going to roll out to the right and pick up about 12 yards. 2nd and 6 now on Minnesota's 45. It's a play action. Wilson dropping back to pass, rolling out to his right. It's going to be almost intercepted, and somehow, some way, Jimmy Graham is able to get the reception. As we'll look at a replay on this one, the linebacker almost had that interception, and it just went right through his hands, and Jimmy Graham capitalized on it by making the reception. Moving to Minnesota 16, high pass, throwing into the air. Matthews making a terrific catch, but it doesn't count because the feet were not down. It's a 3rd and 6 now. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Jimmy Graham. It's a bullet thrown for Jimmy Graham, and Jimmy Graham will pick up his 2nd receiving touchdown of the day. And Jimmy Graham is having a terrific season so far. Some said his season would go downward with moving to Seattle's offense, but in this game and this season, it's been tremendous. It's been an upwards. He's having a career year. He already has career stats that are better than ever before, and this is only the 12th game. 1st and 10 now on their own 20. Minnesota Vikings, Sean Hill is going to take it himself and run and pick up 12 yards. On their own 32 now, a minute 58 remains in this one, or in this first half. A minute 45 remains in the first half now. 2nd and 22 on their own 40, throwing to Peterson. Adrian Peterson is going to make the reception and get a first down. 1st and 10 on their own 49. Wilson. Hill is going to throw to Cordell or Patterson. He will pick up the reception. They move to a 3rd and 5 on Seattle's 34. Minnesota. Hill finding Peterson. Peterson is going to be tackled by Cliff Averill, and Minnesota would settle for 3. 2nd and 8 now. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's throwing a high pass up to Chris Matthews. He's able to get it. The Seahawks call quick a timeout. On their own 43 now. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it to his right and find Jermaine Kearse. And Jermaine Kearse pick up the reception. Moving to Minnesota's 40-5 now. 1 timeout remains. Finding Jimmy Graham. It's going to be a timeout. Is going to be called. The wind is definitely the friend of Seattle here. House can make the field goal. It's up. 59 yards. It is good. 20-10 to end out the half. The Seahawks would get 3 points. Both teams ended the half with 3 points. Sadly, the Vikings defense could not stop the Seahawks offense. If they would have, it would only be a 1-possession game. We are through one half so far today. The Seahawks are on top 20-10. They will receive the ball in the second half, and they are having a good game overall. Average yards per play are the only winners for the Minnesota Vikings. And we will start this second half with not the Seahawks starting with the ball. That is my bad. And now Jarius Wright is going to get it. And Jarius Wright is taking it to 30, the 20, the 10. He is going to take it all the way. The first play of the second half for the Minnesota Vikings will be a huge touchdown pass to Jarius Wright. I'm pretty sure his first name is Jarius Wright. If it's not, then my bad. But regardless, the Minnesota Vikings will start this second half off with getting a huge touchdown and a huge momentum builder for the Minnesota Vikings as they get a touchdown really quick. An 80-yard touchdown pass thrown to Jarius Wright, picking up his first touchdown reception of the day. And Sean Hill definitely is proud of what his offense has started out with. The Seahawks will get the ball now on a 2nd and 8 on their own 29. Marshawn Lynch making a good juke and pick up a first down. It's a pickup of 9. A 3rd and 4. On their own 45, Wilson dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw it off his back foot and find Chris Matthews, who will pick up the reception and a first down. 3rd and 10 on Minnesota's 47. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's rolling out to his right a little bit. He's going to take it himself. He's going to move to the 40 and get a first down. And the Seahawks will pick up another first down, moving to Minnesota's 35. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's throwing to his right, finding Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is going to try and get a first down. He won't. We move to a 2nd and 11 now on Minnesota's 24. A play action. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's going to find Jermaine Kearse. And Jermaine Kearse will pick up the reception and a first down. 2nd and goal. Handing off to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch will run it up the middle or to the right side and pick up a touchdown, and the Seahawks will retaliate with a touchdown of their own as they didn't lose much ground, making it essentially what the score was before the first half ended. And it's a 27-17 game. 2nd and 7 on their own 23. Hill dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw it to his right and find Jarius Wright once more. Jarius Wright is trying to make another huge play. If Sherman doesn't make that tackle, it's probably another 30 extra yards, maybe even a touchdown. 3rd and 10 on Seattle's 49. Hill, play action, drop back pass. He's lobbing it into the air, finding Johnson. And Johnson cannot hang on after being tackled by 2 defenders. They would punt the ball away. 1st and 5 after an encroachment call on the Minnesota Vikings. Wilson going to run the play action, finding Chris Matthews. And on the run, Chris Matthews is able to make the reception. Good pass by Russell Wilson, being able to keep the play alive. Marshawn Lynch is going to run out to the right side and pick up 7. And they move to Minnesota's 30. 3rd and 4. Wilson get ready to hike the ball here, drop back to pass. He's throwing to his left, finding Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett will pick up the reception, and it would be a first down. 1st and 10 on Minnesota's 20. Handing off to Robert Turbin up the middle. Robert Turbin will take this one for 13 yards, picking up the first down. 1st and goal on Minnesota's 7. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw a bullet to Jermaine Kearse. He will make the reception, and the Seahawks will pick up another touchdown here, making it a 34-17 game with the 3rd quarter winding down as time is running out for this one if Minnesota wants to make a comeback. And we look at this reception here. Good low pass by Russell Wilson making the low pass to Jermaine Kearse so he could only catch it. 1st and 10 on their own 20. Sean Hill hoping to do something here on offense for the Minnesota Vikings, but it's not going to start out so well. KJ Wright picking up a huge tackle in the backfield, a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 now on their own 17. It's going to be a sack. Sean Hill will be sacked by Bubba Wagner, his 5th tackle of the day. That would do it for the 3rd quarter. We move to the 4th. As we can see here, the Vikings need to do something quick if they want to get back into this one. 3rd and 19 now. Sean Hill is going to run the halfback screen. Peterson sees a little bit of space to run with, but it's not enough as the Seahawks will now start out. They started out on their own 3, handing off to Marshawn Lynch here, 2nd and 6. It's not going to be a first down. It's a pickup of 2. Move to a 3rd and 4 on their own 9 now. Wilson's going to run the read option. He's going to take it himself, try and do a juke. It's going to be stuffed behind the line. They would only pick up a yard, and they would have great field position starting out on the Seattle Seahawks 36. Hill is going to throw the pass to Adrian Peterson after a halfback screen. They move to the Seahawks 22. He'll drop back pass once more. He's going to try to find somebody, but he won't find anybody but the ground. Cliff Averill picks up the sack. A 3rd and 14 now. 8:09 remains in this one. He'll drop back to pass. He's almost tackled by Wagner. The 2nd premature tackle by me today. The Minnesota Vikings would settle for 3. 1st and 10 on their own 20 now. The Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch is taking it to the 50, the 40. He's going to try and get off 26. He can't, but he does pick up a first down. 2nd and 8 now on Minnesota's 30. It's a bullet to Jimmy Graham. He can't hold on to the pass. It would be an incomplete pass. A 3rd and 8 now on Minnesota's 30 again. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw it to Chris Matthews. Possession catch. Can't hold on to the ball. And here comes the field goal. Hauschka trying to be house money. It's up, and it is no good. Just misses. And the Minnesota Vikings will start out on their own 37 now. Hill, play action, drop back to pass. He's looking around, throwing to his left, finding Mike Wallace. An offseason pickup by the Minnesota Vikings as the Miami Dolphins got Greg Jennings. This one is going to be a attempted pass, but Marcus Burley will make the sack. And it is going to be a 2nd and 18 now. Wagner's going to make a big hit on number 17. It's a 3rd and 14 on their own 48. Vikings are trying to get something going here. Hill's throwing to his left, finding Adrian Peterson. It's not good enough for a first down. And the Vikings are going to go for it. 4th and 14 on their own 48. 4 minutes remain in this fourth quarter and this game. It's going to be a sack by Bruce Irvin. And the Seahawks will get the ball on Minnesota's 42. 1st and 10. And after Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch making a nice juke. He won't pick up the first down, but he does pick up 6. Moving to Minnesota's 31 now. 2:27 remains in this one. Handing off to Robert Turbin. And Turbin will get a good amount of yardage, moving to a 2nd and 3 now on Minnesota's 24. It's going to be run up the middle. It's going to be not a first down, but it will be, or excuse me, it would be. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember the play in my head. 39 now. Wilson is going to take the sack, and Seattle would settle for 3. This game is essentially over here, 37-20. Not much time left for the Vikings to get back into this one. It's a 2nd and 10 now. On their own 35, he'll drop back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to be sacked by KJ Wright. I think that's about the 8th sack of the day for the Seahawks. Having a great day, as they were one of the worst coming into this one by defensive pressure. 3rd and 17 thrown. It's going to be overthrown, and that would essentially do it for this game. One last play here. Running the read option. Wilson will take it himself. He's going to get a decent amount of yardage here on this one, picking up the first down, and that would do it. The Seahawks would move to a perfect 13-0. Wait. No, 12-0. They would move to a perfect 12-0 here against the Vikings. The Vikings would fall to 3-9. And the Seahawks would like to continue this streak, as they have still a few more games left on the season. They have clinched the #1 playoff spot, so they are definitely in the driver's seat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, comment, plus subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.